Hey, you there! Remember Shrek? You know, the ogre in the book written by William Steig and the movie created by DreamWorks Animation? Well then, if you are, then you're an ogre. But wait, there's more! 3GI Industries has created a retelling of the film we like to enjoy to see. And that film is a video. And it's called Shrek Retold. It's a grand video uploaded on the YouTube as of the late 2010s, which is exactly why we are just enjoying over 200 storytellers that brought together to weave the tale, each with their own style. But also, there's a catch. As of 2017, Emblem has created a YTP Collab that is based on the movie Shrek, and it's called The Shrekening. Oh, that's a mistake. Give me 1 second, please. Pretty sure this might be the start of a new meme, which is great and inspirational as a Venom fans. But this is about to change forever. And now, after 21 years, a new collab arrives for the last time. For now, this marks the first ever collab I've seen in my own channel, and I'm hosting it. And the collab I'm making is called The Shrekening Retold. This is a fab collab to retell the famous meme of a new style. Yeah. And that's where you come in. Let's see the rules, shall we? Here are the rules. Rule number 1. Your main source must be Shrek Retold by 3GI Industries. Check the link for the main source. You can't use separate clips or the actual movie of that film. If you do, then I'm gonna warn you to never do that again. Rule number 2. You must use a good movie editing software like Sony Vegas, Adobe Premiere Pro, Final Cut, or vice versa. But do not use iMovie, Windows Movie Maker, YouTube Video Editor, or Filmora Wondershare. You will be kicked out if you use either of those movie sources. Rule 3. The quality of your entry must be at 720p or higher. The performance must run at 30p or higher, and the ratio of the video must be at 16.9. The final collab will be rendered in 1080 60p, so don't forget about it. Rule 4. This is a new rule no one has ever heard of before. You must include a limit of 3 Lemon jokes in an entry. That's right, no one has ever done an Lemon joke limit before. Some examples were Downward Spiral and It's Never Ogre. You must use 3 or less. If you use more than 3, I will reject your entry. So be careful not to overuse them. Rule 5. I will allow spa dinner in your entry, but I will never use MLG. So Spadinner is allowed, but no MLG jokes. Seriously, you can't use any 420 memes in your entry. I mean it. Rule 6. It's okay if you use language in your collab, but do not use any racist swearing. If you put an entry using the N-word, then I will reject it until you fix it up. I mean it. Do not dare to be racist or anything. Rule 7. The runtime of your entry must be at a minimum of 2 minutes. There is no maximum, so that means you can make your entry as long as you want to, but try not to make your entry way too long. The longest you could ever make was up to 15 minutes. That is your maximum time limit. So try to make these short and simple, but don't make it too short, which is less than 2 minutes. Rule 8. You can use overused memes, like any outdated memes you find on the internet, to put inside your entry. But you can't use more than 5, so try not to go overboard with them dead memes in the collab. Rule 9. In your entry, you can use any Shrek-related source you want to put inside your entry, but only choose that one source. You could choose from the movies, the specials, or maybe the VHS cuts of the film. And yes, you can put in the source from the Shrek musical if that's fine by me. But do not use that Shrek source as of the main source because Shrek Retold is the main source for your entry. Rule 10. Watermark your entry. You must have a watermark to put inside of your entry. If you want to be creative, then you can make your entry Shrek related. But only if you make it very creative based on fairy tales. If I don't see a watermark in your entry, or if you do not know how to make your entry, then I will enter the name in for you in Comic Sans. Rule 11. Make sure to sign up to my Discord server if you want to evaluate the ideas you are submitting your entry that you have already done on YouTube. Don't forget it. Make your entries precise and persistent like. That's it. Rule 12. If you wish you want to put in an experimental scene inside of your entry, then try not to go over 30 seconds. If your experimental scene is too long after you exported the video, then I will speed the part up for you until it reaches the maximum time limit. Remember, make your experimental entries short and quick. Rule 13. Be sure that your video does not include any video parts from the Amp Lemon video, The Shrekkening, in your entry before submitting your video to YouTube and after exporting your video on that movie editing software. Besides, it's never over until you finish it. That's it. And rule number 14. The deadline to join my server will be on January 31st, 2024. And the deadline to submit your entry will be on February 13th, 2024. So, what are you waiting for? Make your own revisions to the retailing and make your entries extraordinary. Have fun with your revisional editing and good luck. This announcement is brought to you by the Ideal Index Card Factory. Copyright 20XX Shrekfest Works.